Welcome back to the mobile office. We're spending a lot of time in the mobile office recently, and I decided while I'm sitting here in Mexico that it would be a great opportunity to start opening up a business in the mobile office. Holy shit. And I've hired a couple people to do so. I've hired this worthless turd down here who doesn't do anything but eat fresh steak. And I've hired myself, guys. So we're going to be talking about Dash Crypto, all right? Dash Crypto is one of my worst performing coins. All right, there, I said it. To all you people that hate the channel, get some type of enjoyment out of me saying that. I hope so. Now, here's the deal with Dash, guys. It's got CoinJoin, it's got privacy, it's got basically all the right qualities to be a good coin, other than the price speculation factor that seems to drive the crypto market. Now, a lot of people on this channel ask me, well, they don't really ask me, but I know they're thinking it, is you talk about all this stuff, but you never tell us an opportunity coin to get into. And if you watch the channel concurrently and you're always up to date with the updates and stuff like that, you'll see that we're always talking about opportunity. In fact, the whole channel is based on you having an opportunistic moment to get in on some of these coins. Now, what do I mean by this? So we've seen Dash pretty much collapse, all right? It's basically been a shit show for the last, as long as I can remember. Every time Dash dipped last in 2023, you guys know I was selling my Bitcoin Cash for Dash. And look what happened. Bitcoin Cash went up higher, Dash stayed down. So it made more sense just to hold that Bitcoin Cash, or it made more sense just to, 3 years later, hold the Ethereum that I sold, or Doge, or so forth. My point is, guys, is you can't really think of crypto like that. That's actually the worst way to think about it, because obviously, there's point in times that are better to get in on certain coins. There's certain points in time that if you look from the bottom to the tops, there was obviously more opportunity to get in on certain coins. And obviously, if you guys are BTC maxis, you have the idea of just HODL Bitcoin forever, which I think is pretty stupid, because the gains from the times that people are getting in are not ever going to make anybody any money, especially with the amounts that most people are coming into. And I know, because I know personal people that are invested. All right, that's how I know. I know that I know the amounts. I know that the amount that they have in it, and at the rate that they are accumulating, it's just not ever going to propel them to financial freedom. It's going to be very slow moving because the gains in Bitcoin have already been so high. And if we look at the lows on certain coins, especially BTC, we can assume that at the rate it's climbing, yes, you are gaining money, but you are gaining money very slowly. And if you actually, the funny part about that is, guys, is a lot of times these Bitcoin maxi people will try to come on the channel and argue something. But if you look at some of the graphs that are inflation adjusted, you'll see that Bitcoin really is even slower moving. So my point is that we try to propel things in the channel that give you an opportunity for 8 to 12x. That's a starting point, because a lot of people on this channel, I know from how much they're buying and when they're buying it. Sorry for the beeping noise here, guys. I got some kind of trunk malfunction in this Tesla. I got to get it fixed at some point, but it's really kind of the last thing on my mind. But anyway, so a lot of people that are watching this channel, guys, their profile is somewhere, their portfolio is somewhere under 10,000. And I know that because people have shared that with me. And or there's people that watch the channel that have multi-millions invested in the market, specifically the crypto market. And there's even channels that I've seen come about from stemming from them watching this channel. And I'm not going to go into specific of who those channels are or anything like that. It doesn't matter. I can tell you that I've personally researched this thing, and there's a huge spread of people watching the channel. There's people that have under $1,000 portfolio, and there's people that have, over 20 million. All right. And that's personal people that have came into the channel that have exposed their amounts either on YouTube or through the chats or anything like that. So I know these people are out there, and I know that, that the opportunity for coins that are only going to gain you 200-300%. That might be enough for somebody on Wall Street, guys, that has millions of dollars in it. But if you have under 100,000, that ain't going to cut it. That's not going to cut it in the inflation adjusted rate world we live in. Because when you start adjusting assets and you start adjusting crypto for inflation, you'll start to see that it's not ever going to propel you to where you need to be. It's just basic math. So where are we at with Dash? All right, we're drifting here, but this is a video focused on Dash because I do think it's one of the more particularly, it's one of the more particular coins that's going to propel people to higher levels based on where we're at now, a bottom, to a top that we will projectively be in, hopefully sooner than later. And again, I don't have the answer to when that'll be. I don't think anybody really does, maybe, unless you operate a crypto exchange. Maybe you have a little bit better of an idea of where those prices will top out at. But that's always been the goal on the channel, guys, is to give people an opportunity to invest. I hate to say it like this, people like us, not a lot of cash, okay? You guys are watching the channel. You guys aren't rolling in the dough, all right? I'm not rolling in the dough, guys. I'm in a fucking mobile office. I mean, do you think I'd be in a mobile office if I was rolling in the dough? So we take these dynamics of the type person that's coming into the space and we say, how do we maximize and enhance gains? And it's simply, guys, risk and reward. The higher risk coins, obviously, I'm not telling you to go into a super high risk coin that is a meme token or something stupid and ludicrous. But I am telling you to look into some of these mineable coins like Zcash, Dash. Some of them have been ones on the radar here recently, Zcash especially. But I think Dash is going to be a top coin, guys. And if it just goes up to where it's already been, I don't know where it's even at right now, maybe a little over 20 bucks. We start doing the mathematics behind that, and we're talking 20x, we're talking 50x coin, we're talking a 50x coin, and the sad part about it being maybe a 50x coin going back up to 1,000, I don't think there's a lot of people listening to me about this. Just like a lot of people haven't been listening to me on Zcash, just how a lot of people have not been listening to me on Bitcoin Cash. There's a lot of people that just aren't listening to what we're talking about here on the channel, and they're going to find out that their gains might be there, but they're going to be, like I said, once you adjust for inflation, if you have under $100,000, it's not worth your time, because $100,000 is nothing. $1 million is nothing nowadays. You might say, well, $1 million is a lot to some people. Guys, it's not going to, your life is not going to change overnight, and you're not going to be able to retire indefinitely on $1 million. I can't even retire down here in Mexico on $1 million. So my point is, guys, is when we start looking at inflation, we adjust everything for inflation. We start looking at coins that have the best opportunity. I think Dash is just that. So let's give you a quick little price prediction. I'd like to see it back up to 400 bucks, right? We got to get to certain price points before I can start throwing ludicrous price speculation out there. But is Dash a $1,000 coin? I would say it has all the principles and the tokenomics and economic factors to be a top performing coin up to $1,000. Now, is it going to go there? I don't know. People seem to be interested in these meme tokens and things like that, but they also, these people are here today, gone tomorrow too. So Dash is always going to be here. It's always been here. It'll always be here. All right. So let me know what you think on Dash, guys. Drop it in the comments. Let me know if you think it's a moonshot coin. I think it is. I think we need to start doing more of these videos too. Back on Dash, back and Dash up. Take care, guys.